All right, how's everyone out there today? Bob is back Saturday, 6 p.m. Give me a second here while I flip it on to Facebook. Make sure it gets in the Biker News Canada group and not on my personal page. Not everybody. I can't be friends with all y'all. Um, but I will put it on the Facebook group. 100% I will. Okay, so today I did a thing, man. It was pretty cool. So now, depending on where you're from and how long you've been around the motorcycle community and stuff, blah blah blah, a lot of you probably figured out where I am located. So I'm in London, Ontario. Um, so Rocky's hosted. Hey SNS, how are you, brother? Good, thanks for dropping in, man. So Rocky's Harley Davidson. That's our local, Harley Davidson, the authorized Harley Davidson dealership in London. There's been a Rocky's Harley Davidson in London, Ontario, as long as I can remember. So that, like, we're talking 50 maybe years, maybe more, maybe a little less. But they used to be a different part of town. Now they're in a nice updated building. I remember when they moved, they changed ownership at that time. One of the mechanics, it wasn't a gamble. Well, it was a gamble. It was a gamble. It's a business thing. So, one of the mechanics ended up as the owner, as he transferred over the new spot. And then his Harley Davidson got, kind of like Vegas got family friendly, and Harley Davidson got kind of different, right? So he's an old school biker. So he sold it off to somebody else, and hey, man, he's good now. He's retired. So good for him. It worked out for him. Hats off to you, Dino. The guy everyone in the motorcycle community has known for years. And again, he was the main mechanic at Rocky's Harley Davidson. So Rocky's today, well, they were busy in there for one thing. They were having, we got the London Knights is our junior hockey team. So for the American viewers, the junior hockey players is where the pros pick. It's the pond that the pros pick their fish out of, right? So a lot of them kids will come right out of junior A, and bam, they're starting with a professional hockey team next year, and they're in the bigs. Some of them don't. It's the way it goes. Sports is. It's the same as football and all that down there in America. So they had a fan club day at Rocky's Harley Davidson for the London Knights, which I thought was interesting. But it's all about getting people through the doors, right? It's a lot of overhead, I imagine, them stores. So they got to do what they got to do, get the people through the doors. The Knights are in the playoffs. I think they're doing well. They swept their first round. Yay, Knights. Nobody cares until the finals. And then they always play Windsor. But anyways, that's hockey. I'm not a big hockey guy. And in the middle of the end, as the playoffs are getting started for hockey up here in Canada, of course, the bikes are coming out, man. So that's cool. So you guys got a question, you feel free to put it in the chat. I will work off the chat today while I'm doing this. I enjoy working off the chat. So if you're kind of new to watching the channel, you'll get used to me. I kind of bounce around a bit, but the story gets to the end as we get there. So also, in conjunction with the fan club thing, there's some guys from the Harley Owners Group of London, and they were there, which I thought was pretty cool. And let's see if I can get one of these guys up there. They were doing hot dog and barbecues out back, man. And there's a pay what you can. And it was a charity thing, right? So there was that going on. And how am I going to get that onto the screen? I got his photo sitting in front of me. I took a picture of him. I probably won't figure that out. So let's just keep on bombing through this video. And then there was a whole reason I was there. So I went there for Biker Down. Hey, hey, Werlin, how are you, bro? Good to see you, man. So I went down for the first aid course. The company's called Biker Down. If you might remember, I did a video with Steve. Steve is like the guy who takes care of it for Canada, I believe. So, Steve, thank you again. I'm very interested in becoming a trainer myself. So I'm gonna get that happening as we go. Hope your family doing well. That's to Werlin from SNS. And again, hello. So I went on down there, met up with a couple guys from another riding group, the London Free Riders. I met up with them guys, and we went on down there and checked it out. There was a girl in the course who had driven all the way up from Detroit to take the course in London because it was, the next one that was happening. So she made the drive. It's only 2 hours. And oh no, man, that's fucking horrible. I hope we don't mean that end stage. Yeah, so she drove up from Detroit to take the course. And the instructor's a certified first aid instructor. I think it from the Canadian Red Cross. So it's no joke. The stuff that they were showing us was the real deal. And then there's a different course you take for the motorcycle part of it all. And they showed us how to get helmets off and how to keep the head straight. And everyone with those big full face helmets, they're not so easy to get off. And everyone was bringing their own helmet. So I showed up with my half helmet. That's what I wear. I've never worn a helmet over my face. I don't even know what it feels like. But it went really good. It was from 9 in the morning till it was roughly 3.5, 4 hours. It slotted for 4, and it was done a little bit early. I got the whole ensemble, so I got the T-shirt, very nice T-shirt, and a first aid kit that'll fit in a saddle bag. It's actually small enough it would fit in a tool bag if that's all you got on your bike. Well, that's a different thing. A little sew-on embroidered patch, which is cool because it goes along with this sew-on embroidered patches that I got done. So you have to go get me a leather vest and start sewing on some patches here. And a medical information. You fill out your medical information. You tuck it inside your helmet, and it's always with you. So if you got allergies, if there's something that the ambulance people should know, the paramedics should know, it's on here. It's a pretty cool thing. So that came in the kit that I purchased and all that. So listen, I highly recommend. I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it because I stumbled upon this last summer, and I talked on and on about it. Just because I think it's such a good idea. We got so many people that host weekly rides, so you might end up with 30, 40 guys and ladies and women and gentlemen who have never rode together before. Some people on sport bikes, some people on cruisers, and they're all out for a ride. Now, those events are usually social, but you never know what happens out there, right? It's the road, it's the way it is. And so I've been pushing this on people, go take this course, go take this course. It came through London, so I can't tell people to do things and do the opposite. So I took the course as well. And so go to their website, you Google bikerdown.ca, go to their website. You can find out when they're going to have. If you know that there's a course coming up, it'll be on here. So then you register for that course in the location that you're at. Oh, and here, see this? I clicked the register button, and here's a bunch of cities with the dates corresponding. So there's courses coming up, and then you click on that date and you register yourself and you show up, man. It's that simple. Take your helmet. You need your helmet. And like I say, so they start off with an introductory video type thing with the man from Britain who started the whole thing, who's a paramedic in Britain. And let's look at some of these dates while we're here. So they've got a lot of them already set up. And another great thing about Biker Down is if you want to set up your own, you contact them on the same website, and you assemble your group of people so that you can say to them, I got 20 people, or I got 10 that want to do it in the morning and 10 that want to do it in the afternoon, and I've got a space that we can use. You need a room that's kind of quiet and got some hydro. The instructor brings in his laptop, and I don't know who brought the monitor. So there's a monitor TV, so you can watch the video, and his laptop that runs to it. So it's pretty low tech. You don't need that much stuff, right? They're hitting Calgary and Edmonton pretty hard. That's great to see. They're in Vancouver a bunch of times, Abbotsford, Victoria, and so far they've already done it in Winnipeg. So like I say, you can set up your own. And they do a lot at Royal Distributing. They do places like that. And then, of course, at different Harley Davidson dealerships. I see that Blackbridge, which I believe also is the owner of, who also owns Rocky's in London. And they seem to host a lot. So good on them. And then see London Rocky's HD April 5. And, of course, that's the one I was at. Oh, they're doing some all across Saskatchewan, Quebec, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, PI, and the states to come. So if you're in any of those provinces, again, I highly recommend it, man. Do it. Do it. It's really worth it. So great job, bro. Great book. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning the book. I'm going to mention that at the end, but thank you for that. I appreciate that. So yeah, so again, if you watch that interview with Steve, it was a great interview. He's a great guy. Again, they showed us about keeping the head still. We got to grab each other by the face and hold the back of the neck steady and all that good stuff. And figure out how to get those helmets off. And again, they tell you when to and when not to. There's neck injuries and all that shit to consider. So, anyways, it was a great course. That's what I got to say. So get your people together. Get your get it posted up around your neighborhood, and see if you can host one, and if not, find one that's close to you, and register and get on down there. Yeah, and I'm gonna break into the story about the Biker Down and talk to Whirl and Ness. These guys are friends of mine from other chats and other biker news YouTube channels. And yeah, Whirl, I'm sorry to hear about Cal. So that's not a good news at all, brother. So there we go. So that was the Biker Down thing. Again, I bumped into the Harley Owners Group guys. They're going to be doing some events this year. I got the business card. Oh yeah. So if you guys are watching on TV, or YouTube or Facebook or whatever, because we had a little chat there in the dealership, I grabbed the stuff, bro. I'll be in contact this week. I hope this was the right guy. Was it? Oh no, that's a Rocky's. It's a Rocky's salesman. I don't know if it's the right guy, but I'll be in contact this week, and we'll see if we can get an interview lined up here right away. You can contact me through Facebook Messenger, also right off of the Biker News Canada Facebook group. That's also a thing. And then I found these things, and I want to find some people who are involved in this. So if you're watching out there, this is a different sort of thing. And this is for, it's called One Broken Biker. It's a volunteer operated nonprofit organization dedicated to helping injured riders and their families. OneBrokenBiker.org. Okay, so I'm going to go on that and contact you guys. How we help: when a rider goes down themselves or a friend or a family member fills out the form on our website. Once that form has been submitted, we take it from there. Injury outreach support members designated to contact our injured riders offer OBB care package, compassionate services, financial support, and help point them to resources in their hometown. So, One Broken Biker, let's be friends. I'd love to interview you. This is another beautiful thing going on in the biker community. We're all brothers and sisters out there on two wheels, man. We're all brothers and sisters on two wheels. Yep. The whole month of April is Autism Awareness Month. And me and my son are aware of that. My wonderful boy. Of course, he's 21 and he's only 10 pounds lighter than me now. He's not supposed to catch up. Oh, and I also met a girl there. She's taking the course also, called Harly Girl. So you can find her on Instagram and Twitter, all that. Harly Girl with a U, Gurl 114. She's got her own Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. And I'm gonna get her up for an interview. She's active in the Ride for Dad, and we all know the Ride for Dad is the ride for prostate cancer awareness and to raise some money and all that stuff, right? So, shitty, man. Oh, is it? Okay. Well, happy birthday, Sue. When's it coming, Warren? I thought we said happy. Did we say happy? No, we didn't yet. Okay. Well, bump us a hint. Tell us a hint when it's your birthday so we don't say happy birthday to you, brother. Yeah. Biker Down goes into the States as well. Yes. It's so it started in England, and then Steve went to England and brought it to Canada, and then he hooked up with somebody else in the States, and they took it down. So I'm gonna find our One Broken Biker people. I like finding all these people that are doing great things for just other motorcycle riders, whether they know them or not, right? There was a bad story. Let's see if I can find it on the Facebook group. I stole it off of a different thing because I'm a thief. I don't care. But I had it on the Biker News Canada. And it's a girl, and I know that she just started riding because I've been kind of not like following her, but I've seen her post, right? And she's out of the Toronto GTA. So she bought her first bike. She's out there riding it, man. She's living her life. She's enjoying shit. She's going down. Where's she going down? I think. Oh, anyways, we're gonna read you the story. Let's do the story. So this is her, man. Or this is her bike, sorry. Her name's Danica. What is she? She said she works at Starbucks as their building manager and all that. So she's wanted a bike and she got herself a bike. So here she is. Unfortunately, I was involved in a hit and run last night, following rules in the speed limit and doing everything I could do to be safe. He made a left turn in front of me when I had the right of way on a green. So that happens to bikers worldwide. That's our biggest fear in life. And she had the right on the green and she was in the straight through lane. She was going straight. But the person waited so long to make the decision that it gave her no time to react. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to completely stop. I T-boned the back end of their car and went flying. Unfortunately, the BMW, and it says you see in last photo, but I don't think it's in this set of photos she sent. He split. So she doesn't even get a potential insurance, right? Thank you to the witness's car dash cam to have got this on camera. I'm lucky enough to only have a broken knee. So she broke her knee at the start of riding season. That's the end of her riding season for the year. And a minimal road rash. I got very lucky. I wear a lot of gear that saved this from being a lot worse. Are there precautions I could have taken? Maybe. Would they have worked? Maybe. I'm just disappointed that my first bike is gone like this. But listen to this last of it. Even more disappointed that the individual fled the scene. Accidents happen. Not mad about it, but I'm mad that they fled. I would be too. But the worst part, the very last sentence, crazy to think 4 riders went by on bikes when I was down and not one stopped. I get it. We all have lives, but where's the community? You know, man, that's horrible, man. It's the rule of the road. You don't got to know the person. If you see that bike laying down and there's nobody there, get your bike stopped and get off your ass and get over there, man. You know, get the hell over there. So I'm sorry that happened to you, Danica. I don't know who you are. I've never met you, but I'm very sorry it happened to you, man. And those people that rode on by you know, unfortunately, it's not very cool. And again, oh, okay, so the 28th, you got to remember that SNS. Orland's birthday's on the 28th. Are you a leap? Oh, no, if you're a leap baby, you would be doing it in March. You wouldn't wait all the way till April, would you? You're having a prime rib on the 28th. There you go. SNS, I can't cross the border. I'll have to have my prime rib up here and cheers you. We're growing up, my 2 best friends, BD's was April 1 and 3, so I took the second so we all could celebrate together. Okay, I get you. I get you. And see, I don't like April. April 7 is when my buddies got shot, man. And it's a day I'm always going to remember, you know, April fucking 7. So usually around April 7, I start to get moody and go quiet. Yeah, I better lose a bike than a life. You're right about that, bro. And you know what? She'll get another bike. Hey, Ghost Eagle, how are you, bro? Thanks for popping in, man. Thanks for popping in, brother. That's Nash. You're going to try to get to Orleans for his birthday? Hello, Todd. Thank you for stopping in too, brother. I always appreciate to see you cats just come cruising all in, man. That's awesome. I think I'm going to do all my shows from now on, unless I got to do something bit like it ahead because I got to go somewhere. I think I'm going to do the rest of my thank you. Oh, hey, thanks, Steve. I can do the rest of my videos live. I don't care what I'm talking about. I'm just going to do them live. It saves it for me anyway. It'll always be there. Steve, I was just telling everyone that the course was fucking brilliant. I'm not going to tell them the whole course because they got to go take it themselves. But thank you, man. Thank you for everything you do for the biker community, Steve. So everyone, Steve Reed is the man that look for my interview with him. And he's the guy that takes care of biker down in Canada. Okay, where was I? We're saying hi to everyone. So we're just in the saying hello stage to everyone. Who else do we get in here? Do we get War Gorilla comes through? Thanks, Steve. I do appreciate you, bro. We're gonna meet one day in person. You know that, right? It's only the beginning of the summer. I just really wanted to get to one of your courses and attend it for myself. You know what I mean? Practice what you preach, sort of mindset there, because I've really been preaching on get out there and look at this that happened last night on the photo beside me, right? You know, if one of us from today had been there, we could have give the girl a little help and kept her calm and made sure she was okay till the paramedics got there. So I think it's even if it's just to do that. And I can't believe 4 motorcycles rode past her, man. It's not the biker thing to do. But anyways, so that's one of the things I wanted to talk about today. I think I did have something else I wanted to talk about. Let me have a quick look in here. There were some cool things going on. Some that kind of blew me a little bit away from, where'd it go? It's also from the Biker News Canada page. I thought I saved it somewhere special. So there's a group in Leamington, and they do a big event. It's called Hogs for Hospice. And it's a yearly event, and they do like large numbers, big turnouts, big things. It runs over a long weekend. There's my post from the Biker Down training right there. These will pop us through these photos real quick. There's the table with the stuff. It wasn't bad. A fair amount of people in there. And that was the morning. And there's our hot guys doing the hot dogs for charity. I knew I would get to it, right? Hey, man, your story's on point with that guest when I was on your show. Yeah, right. We had Mikey come on that day too, didn't we? I forgot about that. And do the refresh course every year or two. Yeah, that's a good idea, is it, SNS? I think you can take more courses too if you're so inclined. You know, every course you learn a little bit more. And then, like I say, from what the instructor was explaining to me, then you can take, they said it's like a 4 to 5 day thing. So it's not small potatoes. And then you take the other part that's kind of exclusive to motorcycles, like the helmet removal and shit. And then, you know, they come in and watch you teach a course, and then you're an instructor kind of from there, right? So I think that's really cool. What did Warland say? Did I miss that? Oh, okay. He said, hey. He said, hello, Steve. Good. Here's take the line. Oh, so you still take it, SNS. That's cool. I'm not going to find this one from Leamington now. I'm looking for it. I'll scroll down a little bit more. Anyway, these guys, there it is. There it is. So the Guardians of the Children in Leamington are doing a $500 scholarship from a qualifying student graduating from a Windsor, Essex County High School in the spring of 2025. So you got till the end of May to apply for it. And you have to be, and so the requirements is you're entering a child or youth focused diploma or degree program. You provide proof of enrollment, 1,000-word essay, answering why you are passionate about helping kids. And of course, these guys their motorcycle club is called Guardians of the Children, and it's a big club. And like I say, these guys do an event every year in Leamington, which is down Windsor Way, called Hogs for Hospice. And it's a big, huge thing. Anyways, I'm going to go this summer and report back from it. So that's my plan with these guys. I just wanted to give these guys like a big, big, big kudos. You know what I mean? No, you know, you think about when you think about helping kids, the first thing you think about is abused children. And just so you guys know, my next YouTube channel, I am probably going to launch it next week. I won't be putting videos out yet, but I start setting it up, putting it on the different platforms. And it's going to be called I'm a Survivor. And it's going to be blurred faces and stuff. And I'm going to speak to victims of child abuse as they're adults. Now they're adults, but we're going to talk about, you know, being victims of child abuse, whether it's physical abuse, sexual abuse, whatever it is, right? And, you know, I'm going to have to edit hard and get the words out that YouTube don't like. But I want kids that are experiencing it to know that they're not alone. And I want them to know that there's all these bikers out there that are willing to get on over there and help them. And I want them to know that all these bikers out there And it's not just in Canada, it's everywhere, right? Bikers and kids, it's a thing. It's simpatico. We'll chill. We will treat everyone's child like it's our child, man. So that's my next YouTube page, and we're gonna do a little interview. How was your childhood? What happened vaguely. I don't want anything. Old weirdos are getting their jollies. And did you get help? How did you get help? And what would you say to somebody who is experiencing it now? How to get help? So it's gonna be one of those shows. It's gonna be very touching and very raw, but it's what I want to do next. You know what I mean? It's what I want to do, and I'm gonna polish it up, and I'm gonna do it, man. So that's what's coming from Bob next. Biker News Canada will always exist. Actually, I'm gonna hit the gas on Biker News Canada. It's riding season again, man. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back Monday. I'll be back Tuesday, so on and forth. Right? So that's where I'm going. In case you guys are wondering, um, right? And that's the thing, Ghost Eagle. None of us want no kids to go through that. My kid, your kid, his kid, her kid. It don't fucking matter, man. See, I'm getting all worked up about it. I'm all getting all crazy in the eyes and everything, right? So that's where I'm going next. I want to put my attention on the kids. I want to help them. I want to make sure that they know that we're there to help any of us. It's going to be a big thing. It's going to be very emotional for me. But let's do it, man. I think it's time. And that one, I'm going to polish it all up, man. That one's going to be polished all up. And I'm going to go after some big sponsorship for that one. Like Dove Soap and like some big corporations. That's my move. What happened there, Warren? I missed that, man. In my career, I was able to rescue over 2,700 kids and women. See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. What you've got an interesting career, don't you, Warren? You've been a first responder. Is that what that's in reference to, or is that in reference to what I was just talking about? You're there to help, and you'll go and do it. Yeah, Steve, that one's going to be a really tough conversation. It's got to be handled well. It can't be anything. Sounds like I'm trivializing anything. It can't be anything taken the wrong way or said there, and it can't be any of that. So I really got to polish this one up, put a nice intro on it, put some spaces for commercial breaks for the sponsors, and put some info at the back end of the video. If you're experiencing this is what you do to get help, and boom, make it all come across the screen. You know what I mean? So I've got my head's really been working on this, and you guys all know me well enough. I think it's fair that I'll tell you guys that. I might go live tonight for a bit. Where are you going tonight, Warren? But only till 10, bro. Because after that, I gotta have a nap. Oh, guys. So listen, guys. Yeah, and IG. Okay, you see, you guys Instagram each other. Steve, thanks for popping in and checking out the video, brother. It's always a pleasure. Anytime you want to talk, you know how to contact me. You can message me. You can call me. You can do whatever you need to do, brother. And I'm going to stay in touch with you also. And I'm going to keep pushing this course. There's a lot of motorcycle clubs that I'm just thinking off the top of my head for some reason. Say the Warriors MC up in Timmins. So there's not going to be a lot of other motorcycle clubs up around them. They're great people. I see what they do for their community. They're helping, man. They're handing out blankets, food, boots, coats, man. They're doing what they can out of their heart, man. So I'm thinking, geez, man, if they could put 15 people together and contact you, and it's not in the middle of winter, it'd be worth sending an instructor up there to them guys, right? It's just kind of where my head's at. I hope I'm not blowing it out of proportion on you, but I'd like to see that sort of stuff. Some of the far flung, maybe in the smaller communities. So we'll see where I'll just keep mentioning, bumping it out there. I get that. I'll try to get there and find you on. You don't know much to do laying in this hospital. You're in a hospital bed. Are you at SNS? Jesus, bro. I thought you was home. About 8 p.m. Is that it, Warling? It shuts down at 8 p.m. uh, all right, my brothers. I want to thank all you guys for joining me, man. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll do the same. I'll post up a little bit ahead of time that I'll be live at, like I did today. Post up at 4. I'm going to be live at 6, and we'll see who joins me. If nobody joins me, that's fine too. You'll catch me on the recorded version, man. It's all good. So I think, I think so. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Steve. I really want to get trained up. April's going to be pretty tight for me. I'm thinking probably in May I'll get trained up and sepsis, and see if I can give you a hand out there. And I don't mind the road trips. When the weather's good, jump on the road and drive into the pine trees. I don't mind that stuff, man. It gives me a chance from my side to meet these fellas also, and maybe I'll do an interview with them for my chance. Who knows, right? I'm not opposed to multitasking. Sepsis, Jesus Christ, gotta get that looked after, dude. They got the PICC line in you and all that weird shit. I thought that was the weirdest feeling, man. Remember SNS Pro? The hot nurse to be your pick, not picking me. You guys are the best. All right, gentlemen. You know what, man? Thank you guys very much. I love you guys, man. You put a smile on my face every time I see you in the chat. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much, Steve, brother. We're gonna stay in touch. I'm gonna do some stuff with you. I'm gonna make myself busy. So there's my plans. There's what I did today. Biker Down it's just worth the effort. It's worth the effort. Fill it in on the website and take the course. It's worth the effort. And who knows, you might save your best friend's fucking life out there, man. Who knows? All right. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Much love. Good night.